Hey, welcome to A Mindful Life. The cosmology of being, all right? That is what we are on now. This to me is one of the most radical systems of being, inner being that I've come across. Transformative. And I kid you not, guys, I pulled this, I soaked this in from the air. All right, we can get into that later. That's a whole different type of thing. But I'm going to get into this first part or first section aspect, which is the I am self. All right. Before I get into that, I want to say a couple things about A Mindful Life. A Mindful Life is about helping you to undergo your journey. A Mindful Life is about helping you to unfold yourself and become the greatest self that you can for you and for everyone in your life, for the world. All right. A Mindful Life is offering spiritual, philosophical technology for that purpose. Okay. A Mindful Life is not here to give you a religion. A Mindful Life is not here to tell you the ABCs of who you are, what life is, and if you don't do it, you're going to suffer. That's not what this channel is about. So I want to make that perfectly clear, guys. This is not dogma here, all right? A Mindful Life is offering perspectives that you can use to unfold and become who you really are, which is a light, all right? A Mindful Life is to be used. It is not just contemplative. Oh, wow, that's deep. Wow, he really got into it. Now, that's cool. But I want you guys to take this information and really, really use it. Use it. This is a spiritual, philosophical technology. All right. And the other thing is this. A Mindful Life assumes and believes that at the core of each individual is a light. All right? At the core of each person is a light coming from a higher power source, God. Okay? So this is when I say become who you really are. I assume that at the core of who you really are is a light that will manifest in this world in its own individual way. All right, now that's going to get us right to the I am self. The I am self is the first aspect you see in that diagram. The I am self has three aspects to it. One, the I am self is your soul. It is the broader, non-physical, eternal you. It is you at a non-physical place, an eternal place. It contains your mind, your personality, your inclinations, your gifts, your mission, etc. All right? It is who you were before you came into this physical body. All right? And it's who you will always be. It is there. It's called the soul. The second thing that the I am self is, it is the individuation of God. It's the individuation of God. It is God, little g. It is God manifesting itself as one aspect. You see, think of it this way. Like you got a jewel, diamond, ruby, whatever. On the jewel, there would be facets on the jewel. They're all part of the jewel. However, each facet reflects light differently. All right, that's the key. It reflects light differently. However, they're all part of that same jewel. So this aspect of the jewel, this facet, reflects this way, light this way, this way. Think of your hand. Think of your hand as individuation. In other words, here's your hand. Just look at this, your hand right here, right? And you got fingers. Think of your fingers as individuation of the hand. This is all the hand. However, the pinky is not the thumb. Okay, the ring finger is not I won't do this, but it's not this finger, okay? So your I am self is the individuation of God. The last thing that the I am self is, and we probably hear a little fire, whatever, engine, siren. The last thing that the I am self is, the I am self is the filter. Now I think about this, the filter. What does a filter do? A filter takes, just say, something that's raw and compact and richer, and it filters out certain things. If you have a filter and you put a white light across a red filter, you're going to get red light. If the filter's blue, blue, green, etc., etc. So you've taken this white light, which contains all of this information, and you just pulled out this one thing, and it reflects there blue or green or whatever. Your I am self is the filter of God. God is coming through the I am self to manifest itself in this world. All right, so I want you guys to understand that the filter is the way the individuation works. You see, the individuation and the filter go together because each one of us is different. God is reflecting through each one of us, or higher power or source, because once again, this is not a religious channel. All right, this is a channel of spiritual philosophical technology to help you to grow, personal growth, to live your truth. All right, so the I am self is three things. It is your soul, it is the individuation of God, and it is the filter. This is inclusive, guys. All right, listen. Inclusivity means that you are thinking in terms of both and, not either or, which is exclusive thinking. Inclusive thinking means you think like, okay, she's a doctor and she's an artist. She's both at the same time. She's a doctor and she is an artist. Exclusive thinking means that if she's a doctor, no way could she be an artist. I just can't see a doctor being an artist. You've probably run across people like that before, where they think so exclusive, everything has to be this or that. But as we get into this cosmology, we begin to understand that things aren't so black and white here. Okay, so you are, as an I am self, you are the individuation of God, that's your soul, and the filter at the same time. The filter is not the focusing mechanism. We're going to get to that later once we talk about the trichotomy and once we talk about more willpower. The I am self has will, but not in the sense that we know will. I'm using will when I do this, right? That's will. That's my willpower. However, I am self is not using will in that way. All right. So I want you guys to go back, look over the video, and really sit with this. Let this go in here, because the information for the cosmology of being and for this channel is not this fiercely logical. It must be logical and make sense for it to be real. That's logical positivism. We don't do that. We definitely don't do scientific positivism, and we don't do utilitarian positivism. I just made that up just now. But even though this channel is about utilizing the information because it is technology, if you use it or not, if it applies and you can use it or not, doesn't make it right or wrong, because you may discover that you may apply something and it may work right away, and you may say, wow, and then you may have something else that you have to go through a few cliffs and valleys to go through. So again, back on the inclusive side, it is to be used, but it's not fiercely positivistic in any type of way. All right, so that is it. The I am self is the first aspect of the cosmology of being, and I want you guys to go back and meditate on this, feel this, even contemplate it, but use your whole being on it. Okay, all right, a mind for life. Peace out.